friends, in this video I'm going to be talking all about my stretched nostril piercings. They are currently 10mm. I stretched them up all the way from 1.2mm, which is the size that I got them pierced at. I'm going to be talking a little bit about just standard double nostril piercings because this is what these were for 3 or 4 years. I'm going to talk about my stretching journey, and at the end I'm going to show you my tiny little plug collection that I have accumulated for my nostrils. And if you're interested in any of that, keep watching. My nostril piercings are currently 10mm and I got them done at 1.2mm when I was 18. I knew I wanted both sides of my nose pierced when I came in. I know a lot of people, especially at the time, like a couple of years ago, double nostrils were only just starting to get popular. They were actually, to this day, I think my most painful piercings. They were worse than my nipple piercings. They were worse than getting the back of my knee tattooed. I don't know what happened. They were awful to get done. It was just bad. I don't even know why. Like, I didn't pass out. It wasn't, I don't know, they just hurt really, really bad. Healing was super easy though. They barely hurt. One of the studs did fall out while I was on my graduation trip and I put in a ring, and I'd only had them for about 4 or 6 weeks at that point, which is way too early to put a ring into a nostril piercing typically. But I never had an irritation bump. I could do whatever I wanted with them. They were amazing. They still are amazing. They're super easy. The only thing really is that they hurt so bad to get done. I loved switching to different studs. I loved wearing rings in them and then wearing one stud and one ring. Pain level, genuinely 8 out of 10. Healing, or like being annoying, 0 out of 10. And I'm so grateful for that because I know so many people whose nostril piercings are just a complete pain in the ass. And I don't think I would have stretched mine if they had been annoying or like super prone to irritation just as small gauge piercings. I had them at that size for about 4 years and I wore studs and hoops. I changed the piercings all the time, and then in super late 2020, I want to say like November or December, I decided I wanted to start stretching them. After I'd stretched up both my lip piercings, after I'd gotten a tongue split, after I'd sized up my lobes again, I think 2020, aside from like getting tattoos, was like my biggest body mod year for some reason. Originally, I only wanted to go up to about 5mm. It was a bit of a snap decision because I'd ordered some stone plugs originally for my philtrum piercing that just didn't feel right in my mouth, and they came as pairs. So I was like, why don't I stretch up my nostril piercings and see what happens? Because apparently my favorite thing to do is stretch up all my piercings for no fucking reason. I used the dead stretching method as I do for everything now, thank goodness. I touched briefly on dead stretching and like my somewhat complicated history with stretching methods in this video up here. That's all about my stretched lobes if you're interested in hearing about that. But yeah, with my nostrils I was older and wiser, and I'd already bought all the stuff and all the 0.5 in between sizes for both my lip piercings, so I was just kind of like, let's fucking go. My body heals new piercings and stretches pretty quickly, pretty easily, surprisingly. I don't know what it is, but again, using the dead stretching method in my nostrils, I was able to get to 10mm in a little over 2 years, which from what I know, if you're using just stretching, especially on something like nostrils, is kind of fast. But I never had to force anything, it never hurt. I know some other people who've stretched their nostrils say it's the worst pain they've ever felt and they would never do it again. I personally don't know that many people that just stretched their nostril piercings. It's usually a combination of a punch or scalpel and then eventually stretching up. But yeah, from the few, like handful of people I know that have stretched from the very beginning, they've said it was like the most painful thing ever. And there was one stretch, I think it was the one time I attempted to stretch without an in-between size, when I was trying to go from like 6 to 7. That was awful. Never again. Half sizes all the fucking way. Yeah, it took me overall about 2 years to get to 10 millimeters. And I'm gonna put in some pictures because I definitely went on the hunt in my camera roll for a couple to just like illustrate the different sizes. Overall, it took me about 2 years to get to this size, and I've been at this size for about another 2 years. And overall, I'm very, very happy with it. However, in the past about 6 months, I have been thinking about downsizing. I definitely don't want to go any bigger, but I don't know, I'm like toying with the idea of going down to like 5 or 6 millimeters maybe. I don't know though, see, because the thing is, sometimes I want to downsize so bad, I like even want to take them out completely and just let them heal over and have nothing in my nose. And then other times I'm like, no, these actually fuck, you know, like. And I'm trying not to like rush my decision because sizing them up again would be such a pain if I changed my mind. Then again, like, fuck it, but also scar tissue. So I'm super indecisive, if you couldn't tell. Time will tell, I guess. I am happy with them for now though. So despite initially getting them done being the most horrible experience ever of my life so far, actually stretching my nostril piercings really wasn't that bad. And I did somewhat enjoy actually the stretching journey. My favourite jewellery to wear in them are actually, even though I don't wear them a lot, are actually tunnels. Because you get like a second set of nostrils, you can breathe so much better. My 2 issues with wearing tunnels though is I have my glasses right here, like they're literally right next to my nostril holes, and they like fog up when I breathe out. And also, I don't know if that's like a me thing or because of the size of my nostrils, but when I wear tunnels in my nostrils, there's like a wheeze whistle when I breathe out, and I hate hearing myself breathe, and I hate thinking that someone else can hear me breathe. It's just gross to me. So I don't really wear tunnels that often. I also don't wear these as much. I usually, which you'll see later in my little tiny collection, will just wear stone plugs because they're kind of the most comfortable, even though they're super heavy. And sometimes they will, like, if I'm laying on my side, because gravity, one of them will just like close up one of my nostrils, and it's kind of annoying. I wish I could just wear the tunnels and just breathe like a fucking double-nosed weirdo all the time. What people also like to ask is, how do you blow your nose? And I just blow my nose like a normal person. If I happen to be wearing the tunnels, I will close them like this. I will put the tissue over top and then just blow my nose, and that's it. I blow my nose like a normal person. Another thing which I think is pretty common for people to ask anyone with any kind of stretched piercing is like, does it smell? And the answer is no. The only reason your septum, your stretched lobes, sometimes your normal nostril piercing stinks is because you don't clean it. So because I take out these plugs and these plugs and these plugs and this every time I shower and I wash everything, it doesn't stink, it doesn't smell, because I practice personal hygiene. People also like to ask me if they would go down again if I took out the jewellery, and I think they would. Large gauge nostrils are kind of known for closing up pretty easily, even on people who had them punched or scalpeled, and I just stretched mine so there's no like extra flesh missing or anything that would make it harder for my nose to close up. I'm not sure if they would close entirely. Maybe they'd stay around like 2-3 millimeters. I don't know. I think they would go down again. Maybe you'll see a video about it in a couple of years, who knows. And the last question that I have that I've been asked a couple times is if I would do it again, and honestly the answer is probably no. I would probably just get bigger size attachments for my normal sized nostril studs and not stretch them, but it is fun to stick things like through my nose. I don't know, that's pretty cool. I don't show that on the internet often because there's weird fetish people everywhere all the time, but it is kind of fun to like stick things through holes in your face. I'm going to show you my nostril plug collection in just a second. None of these are custom made for me. They are just normal plugs that most people would probably put in their ears. Yeah, it's a really small collection. I'm not like super adventurous with my nose apparently. And I also only wear single flat plugs because I'm so scared of putting double flares. I'm like so scared of putting anything with a double flare in my nostrils that's not like silicone or something like bendy, because I'm so scared I'll never get it out again. I don't know, that's just, I know lots of people wear double flare tunnels and plugs in their nostrils as well, ones that aren't silicone, but I'm too big of a baby to do that, so. This is my first pair that I wore the entire video. These are just acrylic box plugs. They sit super flush to my nose, that's why I really like them. They're nothing special, just easy to use. This is it, just empty. I may not leave this in because of the weirdo fetish people in my comment section, but you know, might as well record something while I'm at it in case I'm feeling brave. These are just random green stone plugs. I doubt they're real stone. I don't even know what they're supposed to be. They're just like a nice green shade. Maybe they were supposed to be jade. I don't know. And I figured out I can wiggle my nose, so here we are. These are amethyst. They look really black. They look more purple in real life, but they are quite dark, which is what I like about them. I wear these the most. These are just teardrop steel plugs that I got off Crazy Factory. I think they're really cool, but they're super annoying with my glasses because they go so far up. But they're quite pretty. They have like a fake opal, I think, in the middle. Love them. These are just super thin silicone tunnels. They're super thin and comfortable, and it's what I would wear all the time if it didn't fog up my glasses. These are a bit thicker, but they're also silicone tunnels and teardrop shaped, and I also really like them. And I think that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and maybe consider subscribing. I would love to have you here. If you maybe have a question about stretch nostril piercings that I didn't answer in this video, please do leave them in the comment section below and I will try my best to get back to you. And also let me know which one of the pairs of jewellery was your favourite. I would love to know. As always, thank you so much for watching. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you for over 300 subscribers at this point. That's fucking crazy. Considering I only started posting regularly back in October? I don't even remember. Like 3 months ago? Is that 3 months ago, 2 months ago? Anyway, thank you so much for everyone who's found me in this past year. This is the first video I'm filming 2025, and I just want to say thank you, and I'm loving hanging out with you all every week and yapping into my camera. It's truly everything I've ever wanted, and I'm so happy you're all here. So I need to wrap this up. I need to stop yapping. Thank you so much for watching and being here, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye!